I can almost read your mind when I say that I bet you the moment you saw that Caddy Copy sign outside, you were just like, boom, need to do a rebrand. Am I right?
Definitely. From day one, rebranding was on my mind. It wasn't at the top of the priority list, as I've mentioned, that if you want something to succeed, you need to give it depth. You need to flesh it out before it can really become the thing that you want it to be. So by filling the space with relevant and expertise or expert services, we've been able to springboard into rebranding. Rebranding in itself has greatly improved the intake, the revenue, because we are no longer limited by the name that was previously appropriate. So after 2 years of running a print shop, we had introduced framing, improved the design aspect, including things like restoration, as well as marketing and even art supplies. We noticed in this town, Mural Town, that the only other art supplies available were from variety stores or bookstores. And those art supplies aren't at the quality that Mural Town suggests. So by really delving into the depths of what the potential could be, we filled the niches necessary to create something worth marketing. So the business beforehand was a necessity. People need to get things printed, where now people are able to get the things printed, but they're also able to service those creative endeavors like creating a piece of artwork with the high quality supplies that we offer, and then reproducing that artwork to a high quality standard, and then putting that out there for the people to see. They can appreciate the value that is in the umbrella.
Interesting. And when it comes to the shop itself, in terms of like the layout, what's thinking behind having things placed in certain areas, and how does it, what we see now, how does that change from what you initially had when you first took it over?
So when we first took over, in all honesty, things were a shambles. There was not a lot of organization that went into the layout of the operation. The building itself used to be a bank, and in that bank there was a safe. That safe is moisture controlled. It's secure. So that is obviously the best place that you could put your stocks of paper, where beforehand the paper was not in that room. It was a little bit here and a little bit there, as well as the walls lined with cartridges and empty rooms and rooms filled with clutter. And so coming in, we were able to expand on those services because we could really see that these rooms available to us had a lot more potential than simply storage. So by streamlining the layout of the business itself, by using this little room over here for a small office in the intermediary, means that we could do something with the room over here to build it up to become something of a shared workspace or an art space or just a general working space as opposed to another storage closet. As well as introducing things like gallery space. So with the negative space, as it were, what are you putting in there? So gallery space just is something that is attractive. It gives people a reason to come back because they know that they're going to be in a pleasant environment while they deal to whatever business that they have to attend to. So there's a number of aspects to the reorganization of the layout of the business or the building itself, which I think is just as important as the marketing itself. By building things from the ground up and then marketing that, you are giving people a reason to come back. So we might have our services filled out, but the business, the building itself is in a shambles. Well, people are going to see that, and that's going to reflect on the image of the business itself.